Hello everybody, Johnny Greed here. I'm doing a small test. Oh, let's see, I wanted to get the chat going too. Something, Kron says something. Say something, haha. Okay, so here we have my backyard. Kron has told me to pan slowly, so I'm panning slowly. Here we have our dying old apple tree. See the dead branches slowly swinging back down. The pile of dead wood we use for flavoring our barbecues, which we don't do that many of. Here we have the great lawn expanse with the septic tank is under there somewhere. Under that shed is where our groundhog lives. We got a silverback, and then they got a cute baby. I haven't seen the baby in a while. It's right in my backyard, Pig. Look, there's my house. I live on the back side of the house. There's the pond. So, going slowly. So I can walk around the pond. I'll sweep around it a little bit, but I have to walk through the woods. But first I'll show you this is where the garden used to be. Now, it wasn't my garden. One of the neighbors who lived downstairs in the basement had the garden going over here. But over here, I'll show you. I can hardly see this, but there's the extent of my garden. That tree there, in the little bush in the middle, that's my one potato plant. And so here we go into the woods around the. I can see now. Oh, squirrel. And there was a catbird earlier. Oh, did you hear the frog? A bunch of them. I got a frog pond too. This is the north pond, very small. This is where all the spring peepers hang out. So all spring we get beep, 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 beep. Now I can hear more frogs jumping in. And I get the bullfrogs right at. Here's the other pond, the second pond. There's a third pond down the way. We'll get that in a couple minutes. Oh. Can you hear the frogs? I don't know if you can hear them or not. Anyway, another one splashing in. Oh, there they go too, man. They're all over the place. So, we have a bunch of debris and garbage in the woods. It's not really as wild as it seems. It's just overgrown. Now, we used to have beavers in this pond. Excuse me. One of the guys who lives on the property, there's two buildings on the property. One has 2 apartments, and I live in one that has 3 apartments. One in the basement, one on the first floor, one on the second floor. We're the second floor. So Paul, one of the neighbors in the other house, has a ride-on mower. He takes care of that. So Kron and Ping, can you tell? Are you guys mods? Does it say so? That was part of what I wanted to do, is do the mod test, just to see. Got some brambles down there about to trip me. Some thorns. Wood thrush, I think. I used to be a bird watcher. I think that was the wood thrush again. So, I'm sorry if I panned too quickly there. So Kron, does it tell you if you're a mod also? Was I successful? It did actually say that Kron was a mod, and it did say that XTW was a mod. And I added ping. And can you see if you can try banning ping or somebody? I don't know. Is there anybody else here? I'm going to go up to the pond again. See, the beavers, we had beavers here 2 years ago. These lily pads were never all out here like this. Got a whole field of them. Now if you see, there's the house over there. And you can't really see my window. It's up, there's a top gable. See, there's the ground floor. Then there's the second floor. So I'm above, 2 stories above that gray door that you can see on the bottom, up through the trees. Now in the wintertime, I get a good view of the pond, but in the summertime, I just get a really good view of the back of those 2 trees, mostly. But there are a few windows of opportunity I can get through. I get to see we have a blue heron that comes around a few times a year that I spot. I'm sure he might be around a lot more than that. Okay, I'm panning slowly. Well, we still have a couple more minutes. I guess we're 6 minutes into this, 7 minutes into this. We have a few more minutes. If I go around the third pond, or partial on the third pond, that'll add a good couple of minutes. Ooh. Can you see the spider? I'm not going to see him. He's got a booby trap set up here for me. If there was dew out here, we could probably see the spider web. You guys can't see it. I'm sure it's invisible. But I ducked under it so as to not disturb him. Oh, over here we have some beaver marks on some of these trees. See, you can see the busy little beavers chewing their asses off. Little chisel marks from their teeth. Some more debris. I can hear some goldfinches bobbing through the air. See, I've never been a mod or never had to do any modding, so I have no clue. Oh, here we have some, I'm guessing that's deer poop. Well, it's a little big for deer poop. Certainly not rabbit poop. Sure glad we didn't step in it. Hey, I wonder if that's an endangered feces. Little joke there. Nice little moss carpet here. Ooh. Some ferns. And so here's another, I guess this is one of the overflows from this pond out. Another catbird up there. Meh! That's the sound they make, the catbirds. So, and we have a little plywood bridgey over there. But I'm going to continue out back to the pond. That's over there, far in the driveway. I don't know if you can see that far, but my car is over there, the taillights. And I hear some more the beavers had chopped those ones down. You can almost see behind that, let's see, I can't see with the chat on here. Is there a way to take the chat away when I want to? Let me see. What do we got here? That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. No, that scrolls the chat up. What if I can scroll it all the way down? Swipe it? No, the best I can do is get it to a spot where there's nothing in my way. So, let's see. There's, my car's out in that way. There's the house. So somewhere up around there, you can see the corner of my window there. Back of the tree, perhaps. And there you can see a kayak and a little swing set. Just looks like more white trash on the side of the house, that's all. Here we have some dragonflies checking us out. Okay, slowly panning, step by step, inch by inch. Slowly I turned so the clown wouldn't get dizzy. So I'm going to go across the plywood bridge. So I see here's this little square retaining pond or whatever, and it comes out to this little area here, and that is also fed by, this is the third pond over this way. Now, this is the biggest of the ponds, but I don't get to see this one from my place. There's fish in these here hills. Also, actually, in that middle pond, my downstairs neighbor got a picture of a snapping turtle in there. The thing is huge. The carapace, the shell, it was like 18 to 22 inches across, and so it would be a few inches longer. But it was probably the second or third biggest snapper I ever saw. I think the biggest was in either a zoo or in a Boy Scout park, jamboree or whatever. So anyway, here's the overrun from this pond. It runs down, connects with the overrun from the other pond, and it feeds into a stream that turns into part of Toms River, which is a town in New Jersey. Anyway, so let's see what, no, nothing else going on here. Now, occasionally, let me duck down into this branch. Occasionally, in the wintertime or the fall, I can hear, I used to be able to hear kids. I think they must have grown up and been able to drink legally now. But I used to see a fire out in the woods and hear them. Here we have another spider guy. Once again, don't know if you can see him, but I'm going to duck under his web so I don't destroy it. I'll just catch it in the face on my way back, I bet. So, the kids have gotten civilized, it looks like. They have a barbecue out here now, a grill, benches. This must be one of the old fire pits. But I was tempted to come out with a bottle of schnapps a couple times and check in on them. But, you know, you have to be careful in the dark, and who wants, you know, creepy old 50-year-old guy hauling around a bottle of schnapps and stumbling around in the woods when you're 15 or 17 or 21 or whatever the hell it was. So I talked myself out of that. Well, I guess I don't even know what else can I do here? Hi, Mountain. This is a test. Oh, so now, can you guys not actually ban him, but would you have the opportunity to ban Mountain now that we have a third chatter here, a non-moderated chatter? don't ban him, just see if you could, I think. Is there a way to test that? Hear a small airplane up in the sky. So on the other side of these woods, and this little river, there's a little, there's a little stream goes down the middle. So there's some woods, and there's, residential streets just a block over. There's a very small strip of woods. But the whole neighborhood around here is, they're either very patriotic or very pyrotechnic. They love, I think I'm coming up to one of them webs, duck down. They love setting off the fireworks, and not just it's those mortars, the 9 or 10 shot mortars that go off, bang, 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 boom. Anyways, gotta play limbo again. I'm getting creaky and old for this stuff. So here's the last look at the larger pond. I'm going to, the vid's choppy. I mean, it might be, sometimes my phone cuts out even, so I might have bad service in this neck of the woods, so to speak. Alright, so now we'll see if there's anything left of the old beaver, the beaver lodge. There's can you see that web thing in the sun? I think you can see some of it, see? It's like a little bowl-shaped web. A blue jay off in the distance. Alright, so back down the path. There's the large pond there, the medium pond there. Here's some more beaver sign. They chewed these babies down. So right over in here somewhere was where their lodge was. It doesn't really look like there's any remnants of it that I can see from the woods here. Maybe right in there, but like I say, it was a couple of years ago. I think they were trapped out a year and a half or 2 years ago. Here's another approach to the pond. That's the widest clear. Oh, yeah, there's a frog in there. I'm gonna make him jump. Ooh, did you see him? So anyway, I have, besides the spring peepers off the north pond, there's I get at least 3 different kinds of frogs I can hear at night in the right outside my window pond. Of course, there's the bullfrogs, and they'll go all night long. It used to keep me up, but now it's like they lull me to sleep. So it looks like there's some horseshoe pits. So this is where Tom and Paul, that's their little house. They don't live together, it's the 2 different apartments. So we're coming into the home stretch. Panning slowly, panning slowly, panning slowly. It says I'm still streaming here. Hot in the sun. Gonna be burning tomorrow. Huh. It's kind of weird. I see some posts are happening from 1 minute ago. Other posts are just showing up from 10 minutes ago. So there's the pond again. The bird feeder. A squirrel. The tenement. My car that I just knocked the mirror off of the driver's side mirror. Alright, so I'm going to call that a wrap on this. I'll be able to talk to you guys in a couple minutes when I get back upstairs. I got to finish bringing some laundry in and empty some tools out of my trunk so that in case something bad happens in Trenton, they don't get my good tools. See you guys later. Signing off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How come I can't stop?